Hello, I'm Joe Skorupa, Group Editor-in-Chief of RIS News, and welcome to the RIS News Differentiator Series, where we speak to leading retailers about marketplace shifts that are having an impact on retailing today. While recently in New York, I had a chance to talk to Steve Methvin, Vice President of E-commerce and Retail Technologies for Buzzoto's, a large grocer and supplier in the Northeast. I talked to Steve about trends going forward in 2010, but before we get to his comments, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
Epson is a leading supplier of reliable POS technology for the retail industry. For the past 4 years, retailers have named Epson the #1 provider of POS peripherals in the RIS News Hardware Leaderboard. Bozzuto's customers currently use Epson multifunction printers to deliver electronic check conversion and energy efficiency at the point of sale. Epson is ranked as a leading environmental company by the Dow Jones Sustainability World Index. For more information on Epson, please visit www.epson.com.
Welcome back. Now let's hear what Steve had to say about trends in 2010. I'm here today with Steve Methvin, Vice President of Retail Technology for Bozzuto's. Welcome today, Steve.
Thanks, Joe. It's a great event. Glad to be here.
Now, Steve, the question I have for you is about customer loyalty. You know, retailers focus on customer loyalty, and yet customers aren't very loyal. What are you doing in terms of customer loyalty at Bozzuto's?
Well, two things. First of all, if they haven't adopted a loyalty program per se, we're helping them get involved in that. Maybe not necessarily a card-based program, but maybe something based on a phone number, but some way to know their customer more than just at the transaction level. The second, and most importantly, to help increase loyalty, is we're helping customers today to understand not just, or rather our customer, the retailers, to understand not just who their best customer is, but to know each customer. Because in reality, the best customer is the customer in your store. But each one of those customers may have a different need. Maybe one customer would like to see coupons, but another customer may want to see recipes, whereas another customer may want to have something that would help them with catering a special event. So customers have different needs at different times, and so we have to have customer loyalty programs that don't just tell us who our best customers are, maybe in trips or in sales, but tell us how we can anticipate what that customer needs at that particular trip.
Steve, you know, I'm going to ask you a question about the mobile channel, and interestingly, you were one of the first people that I came across that was strategizing about that a couple of years ago. So I'd really like to ask you, where has that gone during the last 2 years? How has your thinking shifted, and what are you doing today?
Well, we are a little on the cutting edge. Obviously, this year was the year we had hoped that we were going to be launching the GoTag, which is an integrated RFID payment system. However, due to the economy, this is one of those initiatives that probably won't take off in 2010, but that doesn't mean mobile's not important. One of the things that we're looking at right now with mobile is we're looking at data structures that we have, and we're finding where zip code is, and we're replacing it with a GPS coordinate. Knowing where a customer is just as important as knowing who they are. And I can send a mobile coupon out to a customer, but if you're in an airport in Dallas, it's probably not going to be as relevant to you as if you were in Norwalk, Connecticut. But if I know that you're in Norwalk, maybe, or in New York headed toward Cape Cod, I can give you relevant data on your mobile phone, but I've got to know where you are. And a static, your mailing address, zip code, is not really going to be relevant. So we're really taking a look at GPS data and incorporating it into our systems, and have some pretty exciting things to help us to know not just who the customer is and where they live or where they get their mail, but where they are.
Steve, I don't think I'm mentioning anything new when I say that there's a new customer dynamic, and part of that new dynamic really has affected the food industry. For example, when it first hit, people stopped going to restaurants and flooded the supermarkets, and then after that they started looking for coupons and then put all sorts of margin pressure. How do you see the new customer dynamic affecting your business?
Customers are cooking. And what we're seeing is a renewed interest in cooking foods. If you're having to trade down, that doesn't mean that you're going to eat less. It just means you're trading the way you eat. And if you're cooking, you're going to want to have new recipes, you're going to want to have new ingredients, you're going to want to explore the store itself. Maybe now you're spending a little more time thinking about what you'll be cooking on a Thursday afternoon. It's not just a frozen pizza now. Maybe now you're actually going to take the time to make the dough, or you're going to make bread and put some, maybe you'll use olive oil. There's so many new choices that customers are making. Discretionary income is what we always want. Recipes give the retailer and the wholesaler an ability to reach out to that customer and get that discretionary income through a recipe, and to help them buy products that we serve our customers and our customers have on their shelves. So recipes are really something that's getting a renewed interest in today's economy. Mobile coupons are great, but a recipe with that mobile coupon makes my stores the most relevant.
Thanks a lot for your great insight, Steve. No doubt about it, 3 big issues for 2010 are going to be customer loyalty, the mobile channel, and shifting customer dynamics. Now, for future Differentiator series, please visit www.risnews.com/differentiator. And for everyone today, have a great day. See you next time.